We're live. All right. So we start out with technical difficulties this morning, but we're here. Live is open. The chat is open to anybody who is a subscriber to the channel. So we are not doing an exclusive green names only live this morning. We're going really, really early this morning, regardless, because it's the holidays, and well, today is considered a holiday for us, and I want to spend the day with family. So we're gonna knock out the live real early in the morning. Vibes with everybody. Send people on their way. Some people have to go at work. It's Labor Day. And then, as usual, vibes broke. How we start out with problems. But that's just to let you know that the internet look like it's giving some issues. So expect anything along the way. If we get cut short, we'll just have to come back. But in the meantime, we'll move ahead. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special big up shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay-at-home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers. Shout out to the Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, round town and long distance truck drivers. Shout out to the crossing guards and the school teachers. Shout out to law enforcement personnel, medical field personnel, military personnel. Whatever your job description is, shout out to you. Shout out to every single clean-hearted, good-hearted person who wants good for others as much as you want good for yourself. We're on a early morning ride this morning. Here we are on this beautiful day. Today is September 1st, 2025, and we are happy to be here. My birthday is in 10 days. Anyways, just put that out there from now at the beginning of the video so everybody remember. So my birthday is 10 days from now. So when I'm in celebratory mode, and then, top up the cash up and send the gifts and all these things, I accept them. Shout out to Clean D. Clean D, thank you for being the first one in this morning. Andrew Ladley is here. Sharon Spence, big up yourself. Thank you for being here with us this morning as well. The other live is still up on YouTube until they take it down. So people are probably going to be confused for a minute before they find this live. And then, you will see the people them coming to the chat. So on and so forth. We have a couple of things to talk about this morning, and then we'll be over with. It won't be long, but every time we start talk politics, it gets pretty heated in here. So today is the 1st. We have tomorrow the 2nd. School start back in Jamaica tomorrow. And then on the 3rd is election day. Election day, you have Time Come versus Choose Jamaica. You have JLP versus PNP, People's National Party, Jamaica Labour Party. And then you have Andrew Holness versus Mark Golding. Will the People's National Party be able to pull this off, or will they not be able to pull this off? Will Mark Golding get a third? Will Mark Golding get a term, a first term, or will Andrew Holness go on to get a third term as Prime Minister of Jamaica? We're gonna talk about all these things. Buju and Mavado have sent out their messages supporting the People's National Party. These are two iconic individuals in our music and entertainment space. I think they would have done the People's National Party more good if they had showed up in person, but they do it from a distance. Just like how you have Mr. Vegas jumping all over the stage for the JLP. Imagine if these big names were jumping all over the stage for the People's National Party. We're going to talk about all these things. Bounty Killer, the Barclays. Remember me telling about people who watch things happen and then they take the story and they turn the story into what they want the story to be, like them add like an extra to it. So the narrative is this: Alkaline performed at the Barclays. Bounty Killer had sent out words before that. He did an interview on what boy name again? DJ Academics. Bounty Killer did an interview with DJ Academics, which is a huge platform. And he said, anywhere Alkaline see him have to go defend that. I guess because him tell him, suck your mother, Miss Ivy. God bless Miss Ivy. God rest the dead. So Alkaline was booked for the Barclays just like Bounty Killer was. Now a lot of people were thinking this is not gonna end good because them are gonna probably end up a fight or their entourage. A lot of the times it's not even the artists that are warring with each other. There's a bag of man around each artist start war with each other on behalf of the artist. So people were expecting static. Well, vloggers and bloggers or whatever they want to call themselves have taken the story, and there's a video going around of Bounty Killer at the Barclays getting booed as his mic is shut off. And I hear people in the background saying, yeah, Killer, you're a legend and everything like that, but you can't diss the youth. So they were pushing the narrative that Bounty Killer had disrespected Alkaline. So when Bounty Killer came out to perform at the Barclays, Alkaline's fan base, fans got up and walked out during Bounty Killer's performance in the hundreds. And you could hear people booing him in the background. Two things. One, I don't think that's what happened. And two, anybody who was there, I want to come tell me what you saw happen there. Nisha, big up yourself. Thank you for being here. Come tell me what you see happen. Who was there? Did Bounty Killer get booed because him this Alkaline, or the crowd was tired of him? Were they even booing Bounty Killer? What I saw on another video though is something different. Did they cut Bounty Killer mic off? They sure did. Bounty said cross, you know, and him do that cross, angry, miserable, something there. He did that, and then it's like they were trying to tell him that, yo, time is running. And I heard Bounty say, don't come tell me about time, and after me going on favorite artist. Somebody was like, this is not back in the 90s, bro. Things run different now. Bounty said a couple more words, mic got cut. And I heard the people cheering when his mic got cut. I don't know if them did that cheer because it was the end of the show and they're showing respect for him, or if they were cheering because they're glad that his mic got cut. Was Bounty the last performer there? If he was the last performer there, then that means that the show was closing. You know, people are trying to make it to the parking lot before the whole place empty out and you have to fight through crowd and stuff. So somebody videoed in there while Bounty was performing, and a lot of people were walking out and a lot of people were booing as well. I don't know if a Bounty them did not get booed. Somebody said this morning, that's crazy because when Bounty performed the other day, DeMarco ran on the stage and them cut the mic on DeMarco. And now this week, them cut the mic on Bounty. So last week for DeMarco, this week for Bounty Killer. I don't know what happened because I never did it. Thanks for keeping updated at current affairs. Blessings. Kim, big up yourself. Thank you for being here. So we have those things to get into this morning. And you know, who remembers going back to school in Jamaica? So school starts and dancehall entertainers dressing eloquently. They had the Reggae Music Awards over the weekend as well. That was a sight to see. Everybody coming out looking fly and dapper, and you know, the ladies are beautiful and stuff like that. The Caribbean Music Awards, Nisha, thank you. Not Reggae Music Awards, the Caribbean Music Awards. Because it's not just, well, reggae is everywhere now, so that never exclude nobody, but it's our something. So it's a Caribbean thing. So it's important to know that it's the Caribbean Music Awards. Yes. Now start off right there, so then I'll work my way up. When more people come in, we'll get into the politics. The Caribbean Music Awards taught me this, that we can be fly and sexy, good looking, well polished, well put together, speak eloquently, and be seen internationally. I say this because of this. After watching the Caribbean Music Awards, there was a young lady in on the carpet, the red carpet, doing the interviews. She had like the natural hair going and she had that purplish kind of color outfit there with like you could see through it. Everybody was complimenting her, telling her how she looked good. I didn't think she looked good like that because I just thought like that was such a common outfit. That was like a dancehall outfit, night out at party. I can see your panty and your brassiere through your outfit. But she did look good, just not to be the commentator slash interviewer on the red carpet for that event. Now, speaking of the other people who came in, specifically speaking to Jamaican dance hall entertainers, the men. Full time we change up with image now. Full time. You know, a lot of the time I see Jamaican dancehall artists, men perform and them do a show. They look like somebody just walk off of the block in Brooklyn, New York. Regular somebody. Or they look like somebody I go to the grocery store in Florida and I see pushing around the cart, grocery shopping. Like there is nothing to separate them from the rest. A few dancehall artists dress when they go to perform, like Dexter Daps. Dexter Daps dress up. A couple of others, Mr. Vegas dress up. You know, look different than the audience itself. But most dancehall artists is jeans and t-shirt or something. So something got to separate you, right? If you look at a person like a Capleton, by the way, at the Barclays got the biggest forward than anybody else. Forget whose name is at the top. The proof is in the pudding. Capleton got the biggest forward, in meaning the whole audience. He moved the whole crowd. Back to the dressing now. People like Capleton stand out. Them dress unique. I don't know. I think all artists should, or at least dress clean. Now let's change the face of dancehall. Because anytime people think about dancehall music, they think about, along with dancing, them start think about badness now. Because most dancehall artists are gun something them push, right? In the songs, it's gun lyrics. Now, don't get me wrong, I like the gun lyrics them too, but oversaturatedly. But then comes the image that they try to live up to, like you have to look the part, make people believe you so they'll buy the music. So you see most dancehall artists feel screw up all the time. They look like a regular trap ninja. Like he fresh out the trap house or a street ninja. When I see them at the Caribbean Music Awards on that carpet and they went up to give their interviews, I was surprised. I was truly floored. Let me tell you, one particular artist, Iwater. Iwater, big up yourself, any which part today. I mean, I don't want nobody take me thing and funny up my speech about no wife this and no bottom and that. We're grown men. We're grown people. We don't do none of them kind of conversation there when I say this. There's a time and place for everything to be funny and laugh and joke. But me not say this with no laugh and no joke thing. When I saw Iwater on the carpet and Iwater gave his interview, I was like, the first thing I said was, he's super intelligent. The second thing I said was, me never know saying could have articulate himself so eloquently. I was like, I said to wifey, I said, if my daughter did bring him home, me wouldn't mad enough. I wouldn't be upset if that's who my daughter brought home. What he presented on that carpet. Now, if you flash back to him, video them and the image and any other kind of interview and whatnot, she couldn't bring that Ross cross my front lawn, come on my front door. Because, so here I am judging the guy by the image that he put out there. And now the message is, we must understand that the image you put out there is exactly what you're judged by. You could play a character in a movie, right? And you could be a killer in a movie. And then everybody knows you as Tom Cruise and you're the Hollywood actor, or everybody knows you as Denzel Washington, not the crooked cop from Training Day, because Denzel Washington don't go around all the time going, you fucked up. You know you fucked up, right? Yeah. You know you fucked up. Yeah, he doesn't speak like that in real life, right? At least not in front of people. Denzel is always mature, clean cut, well spoken, everything, and then he plays character when it's time to play character, embodying a part. I'm begging my brothers to start doing that. Treat your music videos like it's acting. You're playing the part, you're the character. But outside of that, when you do these interviews, when you appear at these events, come out clean up like that, man, and speak eloquently like that. Stop make people feel like, say, everybody in dancehall music is dunce. Because it really does bad for the genre. It makes everybody outside say, well, you know how dancehall artists them stay already. Most of them don't, you know. Most of them can't articulate themselves. Most of them are idiot in a SouFlo. Because people have said that to me before. We thought Vibes Cartel and probably one or two others had words. Everybody else are just, things that I heard me do. So I'm saying, I'm saying 40, man. And you're like, what is he saying? Why are you even doing the interview? So it's time to change that image there. Time to change the image. When I see the man on the carpet, I say, yo, the man clean to the bone. That is the image to be. Imagine if you know the world would actually gravitate more towards. I'll give you an example. Look at Ross from Cartel come out of prison and took back center stage. And then dancehall has this new explosion where everybody are moved now. We haven't heard much about Afro beats. We haven't heard much about Afro beats. You know, there's space for both genres to exist, but apparently it seems like there's an unspoken competition between both genres for space. So now dancehall has taken back the forefront over Afrobeats. But if you look at Afrobeats artists, they don't dress like hood ninjas. When they go to perform, they actually dress up. When you see them out and they do interviews, they speak that you can understand. So may I say, dancehall can do the same thing. You know what I mean? You can bad to the bone, you know, my G, even if you're a gangster in a real life. Now, everybody don't have to know that. You can still portray somebody or be somebody who people are like, yo, he's super intelligent. He's a handsome guy. He carries himself clean and he's super intelligent. You remember how, let me give you a next example. You remember how back in the day when we were growing up, right? I'm talking those of you who are from the 80s. I'm 80s. So 80s, 90s, 80s. When me a little picnic, I grew up in the 80s, me used to run inside one time, Rastaman come through the community, you know, like especially the big bubble rast them where have all them beard chunk ras up and them dreadlocks thick and me run down inside because the elder them used to be like 40 leg of growing on him head. Back then they had something called the Black Heart Man. And we used to think, oh, they'll kidnap the kids and take them into the bushes. We never know, say, in the bush, Rasta go because him are going there for him herbs and him medicine and him meditation in a isolation and all these things. Would it feel like, say, the man in the bush because he's a mad smaddy and look at him appearance, him look dreadful, crazy. Of course, as you get older, you learn different, you know better, right? And then you start trying to be like him. But funny enough, but from them time there, society, so to speak, and even a lot of people in our society did not want to be associated with. Father would have tell him daughter, say, you better not ever carry home one of them there. Man look like that, girl can't take the man they go to her yard, go show her. You couldn't tell your grandmother and your mother, say, I saw you want to look at all these things, right? Because they were seen as the lowest of the low, ugly, nasty, all these things, even though it's not true. Appearance plays a big role. Now, look at when times change. Coming up in the later part of the 90s now, early 2000s, when Rasta got redefined and Rasta start coming out in trends and threads. And who come out and say Rasta have to clean to the bone? Yeah, this is no dirty Rasta something. So you have the different kind of Rasta them now, we're well groomed, and you know, now everybody they want a Rasta. All of the women them now want a Rasta cause, and all of the mother them wouldn't mind now that their son is a Rasta as long as him a one of them Rasta there, and don't mind if them daughter bring home a Rasta as long as she bring home one of the clean Rasta them. The one them where wear name brand clothes or tailor-made outfits and drive BMW and Benz and tour the world doing music, and the change of the image, because nothing else not change. And the change of the image. So dancehall music can do with a change of image for the artists them, for the man them, especially. The woman them, that's another story. Most dancehall women, they're doing their thing. I'm not even gonna speak on the women. Sex sells, and they're definitely selling sex. So you know, I'm not necessarily about that. You know, I just don't know why all our women have to have two ass cheeks out and the pum pum crease up for everybody to see for every performance. But that's them. And I'm not mad at it either. You know, as a heterosexual man seeing beautiful women scantily clad, it's not something I'm gonna scoff at. It's there. It's there. I'm just saying why everybody have to do it, but it's there. I'm enjoying it just like everybody else. But the men, we can definitely help do with some cleaning up of the image, bro, and especially with some eloquently articulating one's self. Cause them have it for say that we dunce, and that's why they don't want their children emulating you, cause you're a big dunce that can't even put a sentence together. Time to change that, because you can. You can. A lot of these dancehall artists are actually intelligent. A lot of them are actually smart. Them did go to school. Them did learn good at school. Some of them graduate with them whole heap of subjects and everything, and then get into dancehall and just turn this somebody who a gun alone me can't talk about and pussy. Yeah, it's a master G. Yeah, that, you know, that. Who talks? Yeah. You ever see some of them have a conversation or interview? What is that me I say? Is that me I say? Yeah, but say not even words them not use no more. So time for change that, man. Chanel Brown says most don't care because they're not thinking about longevity, and I hope they do realize that image doesn't just mean badness all the time. Switch it up. Dexter Daps understands the assignment. The thing that Dexter Daps get away with is that Dexter sings. So he's more seen as a singer. But Dexter is a wicked DJ, you know. Cut your load from in a Neverland. See, but he's singing though, but he can DJ as well. So as a singer, you're expected to like look different, dress up and thing and all that. Choose another one. Choose another one besides that Dexter Daps. It's just the interviews, man. The interviews. Yeah, the appearance and the interviews are hurtful to see. I honestly thought I'll give you a good example. Skilly Bang. A lot of people wouldn't know that, although I have seen Skilly Bang's interviews, and his interviews are always, he is well spoken. He's not one of the ones. Let me make that camera. All right. For those of you who are tuning, for those of you tuning in just now, we started out with technical difficulties this morning. So if you see us freezing on screen or it suddenly dies, we'll be right back for those who are interested. Right? That's not Dexter Flow. Reggae girl, where I said that's not Dexter Flow. What do you mean? Top of the morning, S Diva. Yeah, I was gonna say I've seen Skillibang. He's not one of the ones that don't know how to articulate themselves. But when I heard him say how many subjects he graduated with, I was like, it's a bright youth. That might explain his style of music too. I don't know if you ever really like listen to Skillibang. At first, when you hear him, you're like, eh. But then when you listen, you're like, oh, he actually is saying stuff. He will make you go pick up a dictionary too. But bigger than that, the image. You wouldn't think this is a youth to graduate with. Remember, you know, a brick pan brick but skill, you know. So you're thinking immediately chopping, you're thinking immediately bang a line, chop a line, bang the line, scamming, them kind of something there. Back of the class, ignorance, dunce, even Jamal, dunce man. I heard his interview and I was like, oh, so I'm not really dunce in a real life. He's pretending to be dunce, saying some of the most smartest stuff I've ever heard. You know, I'm have one song where me like, never give up, dog, me not stop try. At some point, we're freezing on camera. The internet is acting upon us. We're freezing on camera. I'm trying to like stop talking when it freezes and give it a chance to unfreeze so you don't miss what I'm saying. Work with me, I work with it. Because that's what we have to do. We don't control it, you know? Oh, you're right. It's freezing dirty tea. Also, what I find out is the earlier we go in the morning is like the internet don't wake up yet neither. So we get more of these freeze and cut off and stuff. And then when we go, y'all don't observe it. Like when we go live later, 8, 9 o'clock live, we do a full 3-hour live with no breaks and no interruptions. So that's something else. Yeah, but a lot of the artists them are actually smart. That's what I'm trying to get to. A lot of them are actually really intelligent, and I wish that they would put that out there. My biggest thing is the youth them. And the youth them emulate what the artists them put out there. You know? So the youth them, the internet tired too. The internet a rest and just a wake up. Audrey, big up yourself. Audrey, the internet tired too. You know, have it morning coffee yet, so it go on away too. Reggae Girl says you need to change your internet company. Why your internet all of a sudden is like this? Reggae Girl, my internet is not all of a sudden like this. It's been like this. And the thing is, where I live, this is the internet that we have. The one internet server that we have for where I live. Right? Most artists that have the ability to sound dark and dunce are above average intelligence. Yeah, because I remember Jamal Dunceman. Jamal did an interview, and I think he was in the UK, where he said, you know, even these songs that I'm singing, this one stuck with me. He said, even them song here, him say, the dunce thing is not what me I tell you to do. It's not the way to go. Make sure you go to school, make sure you learn, make sure you study, make sure you increase your intelligence. If me didn't know that from earlier, me would have do that, because even these songs where you see me I sing, little more you hear say me broke and somebody else rich off of them song here, because me never intelligent enough to navigate the contracts and understand how points share up and who get royalties versus wow. So people are gonna rob me. And I thought, damn, that's one of the realest stuff I ever heard any artist say. Cause the youth them imitate everything about their favorite artists, you know. The way they dress, the way they articulate themselves. So if you have a conversation with a lot of these youths, you can pretty much tell which artists are them favorite artists or what genre of music is their favorite. Because when you see a big artist do an interview, and you hear him say, I hate that one, I hate that. No, I'm Sept 40. Yeah. Go talk to the youth them. I see them where them all talk to you. I hate that, man, I hate that. Now it's Sept 40, my G. Yeah. And you're like, what? Is that how you speak? That's how you talk? So if I fix up for you them then. if you're a leader and you want to lead the youth, then lead them somewhere good. That's all me I said. The audience reacts more to the ignorance at all times. And then there's that part. Rasta youth, there's that part that you can't fault them for. And I've said it over the years. I said, nobody gets into business to lose, right? So if I open up a shop and my shop is selling oranges, but the people them want mango, me not go just keep sell orange and every day 1,000 people pass me door and them I say, Chuck, beer orange him have. Me I go over so with somebody else I sell mango, cause mango we want. And me see the whole crowd that move to mango, and me still stand up there try to sell orange. Soon I'm gonna have to close my business down and go about my business. So really, it's a supply and demand thing. You know, they do influence what is demanded though. However, them I feel like try to survive. So if you're not giving the kind of music that the crowd is demanding, then you won't be booked for shows. You won't be making any money because records now sell again. This is not back in the idea where artists can print up 1,000 copy of him own stuff and go to a road and sell it for $10 a copy and people actually buy it fresh off of your car trunk. That gone. Streaming around the place now. That's how music is distributed now, through streaming. So artists ain't even making money off of their streams. You know how much streams you have to get to actually get a nice check? Hundreds of millions of streams to get a nice check, a livable check. So they have to be doing shows. And ain't nobody booking you if you're not turn up. If you know some drama not attached to your name or if you're not trending in some kind of way. So them have to talk about what's being demanded. So as much as we would wish for them to be like super intelligent all the time, I do also understand having to dumb it down and play a part in order to continue to get paid. It's a double-edged sword, but I just saw it there. Reggae Girl said, what? One internet service like the Santos should be paying more attention to the living and accommodations in Florida and leave immigrants alone. It pays him. Yeah, Florida is huge, you know. Florida is huge. And in some parts in Florida, you can turn left, and in Florida, in almost any city, you could turn left and be in the middle of a big metropolis built up modern day city, and then you turn right and you in the backwoods with the alligators. So it's still huge. It's still a lot of places here that are just now developing. There's still a lot of communities here that are brand new. They're out in the sticks. So internet still just a reach some place where just one internet carrier dead so. In time to come, they'll be developed into where you have choices and stuff. But for right now, that's how a lot of it stay. I'm not in the city. Skilly say when him sing nothing conscious, the people them don't want to hear it. So him work with the brick pan brick style. And you can't blame him for that. Because when him work with the brick pan brick style and all that, the chopping or whatever, you know me I say, and skin it out on the edge of the bed, 2 foot in the ear, fuck out your hole like Ivani. When you do that, you say BMW, X7, Benz, drive down, big mansion, a bill. You can't tell the youth them say don't do that. And that's everybody's dream. I want some nice car in the driveway. I want all of them paid off. I want some whole heap of money in my bank account. I want different stocks. You know what I'm saying? I want to set up things for my children's children even. I want a couple nice properties. If they're achieving that by talking about skin it out on the edge of the bed, let me dig out your hole like Ivani. Where's Ivani, by the way? I guess she's over on OnlyFans doing her thing. I don't know. She just randomly crossed my mind. But me I give you an example of what's getting them the money and why it's hard for them to stop. So if them want to see raggedy image, yeah, I guess you have to give them that too then, right? Yeah. It's life funny, you know. Life funny because I remember one time when you were well put together, that was the way to be. And if you weren't well put together, if if your female audience didn't see you as the kind of guy that they could take home to dad or mom, they wouldn't even gravitate towards your music as an artist. They wouldn't even grab. I want you to think about this, and I want you to go back to the 90s and come right up, right? Look at all the artists, them. They were clean. They were well dressed. The clean cut something now, I did not run the cut. Now, when you say artists, I guess grimy or run the cut, they actually tell you that they're grimy. Grimy is running the cut. No shave, no haircut, no fix up, no nothing. If you look on them picture, you're the one that man they have on deodorant, because the picture just looks stink. And them say, yeah, man, some man feel look, you know, man feel look rough and rugged. No, them look scary. You look like a rapist, dog. And that the girl them like, though. You know, me I say bad man in our hole. You see me I say gunman in our hole, but G. That them like. And the girl them actually I like it. I say, yeah, that's what I like. Me like my man look tear up. Me like him look rough. Me like my man look frig up. Me like, look, him that boy they too clean for me. That boy they too clean for me. Him look like church boy. Nah, Sam, me not church boy. Him look good. Him look like me with damage him. I want somebody to damage me. Me like that one day. You see him? Him look like him with frig up anything. I'm my kind of man that. Yeah. When did we get there? When the frig did we get there? But I'm not a running place. So you can't too far the artists them. Because I know them can come out looking good and clean and speak eloquently, but it gone too far already. Imagine you trying to speak eloquently and articulate yourself to this beautiful young lady, and then she turn around and start talk to you like she a man. You see me, I say me J. Then that daddy. Yeah, that is it. That is it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're like, and you're over there. Hey, how you doing? What go on? Not now, go on. I'm good, man. How you? Nobody come to me with a soft something, there, brother. What you want? What you want? That's how they talk, you know. They're super aggressive, like Brooklyn girls. New York, Brooklyn, New York girls. Brooklyn, New York girls always like they always ready to fight. Them always like them ready for fight. That's how the new generation. Complete turn off. But me don't want nobody turn me on still, cause they already turned on to who me want to be turned on to. But I'm just saying, if you're out here seeking, then it's a rough playing field. Chanel Brown says Baker is another prime example of sitting I1 who was in the college when he tried the music thing and he blew up overnight. Now you can't even understand him when he talks all this foolishness, shaking my head. Baker? Who named Baker? I know Alkaline is like that. Alkaline is like that. Alkaline is a youth who went to good school that him same graduate with distinction in English. And I remember him being able to articulate himself, but over the years, the interviews seem like they just get duncer and duncer. And I'm guessing it's because I don't know if he's playing into a character where he wants to be more secluded, or that's just becoming him. But I can't see the value in doing an interview on a big platform and then you don't speak, or you speak in a manner that nobody can understand. You know, me not see value in it, but they must know, cause for them business. Anyway, on that note, why did Bounty Killer get? What happened? What happened at the Barclays with Bounty Killer? Rasta Youth said, then if the good girl a catch spit in her mouth as we vibes in, one more you expect for the next generation, I don't know. Richard Movie says it's character and it can be turned on and off. Yeah. At some point we have to understand too, say artists are artists and they want to give you art, but they also want to keep their private life private. You know what I mean? Nobody wants their whole private life out the street, you know, in the big line road, you know. So there's a cross, because fame is a sacrifice. You know, okay, so even at a smaller level like me, this channel, when this channel never have much people on it, I was able to go everywhere, and I was enjoying the excitement of being able to interact with people, you know, people in the 100, 200, 300 people when they're online, and they get exciting. And then when it start hit hundreds of thousands now, and everywhere me go now, and somebody know me, like I was in a grocery store the other day, 2 days ago, and there's a couple who I always see the husband, but I never see the wife. But him always tell me, say, my wife watch you all the time, you know. One time him said, can I take a picture with you? So people are look for me in a Walmart now, like, who the hell is he? Because him not even look like nobody will look like them could have been famous or nothing, or nobody could have know him. So and I come just draw on my shoes and go to the grocery store and picking up dinner. I live down the street. I mean, I don't dress up for nobody. I'm not about to do a show on a stage, you know. So the man take the picture with me, and I guess he showed his wife. Like he said she not gonna believe me. So me have to take a picture with you. So I say, all right, and we take the picture. Well, that was a while back. And I've seen him a couple of times since in the same grocery store. And heal him up, you know, him heal me up to, and we go about with business. One of them, SouFlo, you live around here, sir? How come, what you do here, sir? Never thought I would see you in person in life. You see how the world's small and we talk, you know? Make them know some a regular somebody like everybody else. We live right down there, so XYZ. I ran into his wife 2 days ago when I was coming from the beach with my kids. The kids them outside in the truck, me run inside with one of my sons to go grab some stuff for dinner. And boom, there he was. But this time him have him wife with him. And he was like him said, Marva, look who it is. And she turned around and she was like, oh my God, SouFlo. And you know, me I said to myself, so the first thing I said to her was, a beach me I come from and me wet. Because my whole clothes was wet. I didn't even, me have my towel, but me sit down for my towel. Just come out of the car, just come out of the water, jump in the car. It's hot out here. Your car seats are going to be dry in like 5 minutes. Me not think about who I going to meet you. If me just eat something in the car, food stuck in my teeth. That's why I tell people, so when you see me out on the road, you're going to want a real person. Me might just done my patty and yellow sitting there on my teeth them or whatever. Nobody go tell people about me. Meet him in a real life, you know. One bag of yellow sitting in there and I'm mouth on him teeth, cause me did just done one patty. You know? But I can't imagine at their level having to always like, yo, me I go outside, you know, but I don't want them see me that way here because my portray say me have money and me drive this and me living at this and me wear this and me wear that, and I don't want to be none of that. Me don't want to be none of that. Can you imagine the woman them have to make sure them face beat all the time, lashes on, hair right every time. Oh God, I gotta go in front of the camera, but me can't go in front of the camera regular. I gotta go to the grocery store, but me can't go looking normal. Me don't want to live that life there at all. That's a stressful way to live. But it comes with the territory. Fame will do that. So you have your personal life and then you have your character. But people want you to be your character 24/7, you know? And you have to decide when to turn off that character and how much of your personal life you're willing to share with the public. That balance right there is a delicate balance. When to turn off character and how much of your personal life to share with the public. That right there. Because you want to remain human. Me don't want my family call me SouFlo. Me don't want my family talk about morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Me don't want, and I'm sure Bounty family don't call him Bounty. And he's daddy to his kids. He's Rodney to his sister and his brother them. And Miss Ivy, God bless our soul. Same thing for Mavado and same thing for Cartel and all of them. You know? What would be your explanation if it was a hair in your teeth? Yo, Jer, me probably see the comment, me know say you know. The funny thing is I actually read that comment before I saw the name. Well, you know, me did just buy some goated soup, and you know when time them left the jar of the goat in the soup, and you see all the teeth in it. Yeah, and sometimes I leave all the piece of meat to the whole heap of hair in it, and that man. I just done a cup of manish water and they have piece of hair. But Funny meeting. Hey, Jerome. Why? Jerome said, what would be your explanation if it was a hearing of your teeth? Me I come from beach, brother. Me ashy. Sun, full of sun, everything like that. But people see you and they don't know, you know. Them just think, say, boy, I saw you look. Boy, hearing a teeth. Excalibur. Me not gonna say something else, you know, but me not but say it because for one, don't want to incriminate myself. For two, I'm gonna left it right which part it there. Excalibur the turntablist, big up yourself, says Bounty mic cut situation had nothing to do with anything that he said. The show was running over the permitted time, and they cut the mic to end the show on time. Otherwise, the promoters can be fined by the city, which is exactly what I thought it was. Now, Bounty thought he was going to get an extra few minutes. So, here, Bounty, come and watch the video this morning. I watched the fake pieces that vloggers have put together and them in the background, a boo. I mean, hear a man I say, yeah, killer. You can't style the youth like that and expect say people are gonna still come out and support you. You see what I say? One vendetta boss. Boo! Boo! I don't think that's what it was. Nobody ain't gonna pay their money, go to an event to walk out when the artists them start perform, right? I think it was exactly what you said it was. Because there's another video out that shows Bounty actually talking. The person who did this video, they did it good. Cause them show Bounty and then got to the people and went on the panel and back to Bounty and back to the people on the panel. You could see the people on the panel trying to explain to him and they talking to each other. And Bounty I said, don't cut my mic, you know. Boop, them cut the mic. Soon as Cross, angry, them come talk to me about time. And I mean, give your favorite artist. Cross, angry, miserable, don't cut my mic, you know. Boop, the mic cut. And then me hear the people ever cheer. Yay! I think they were cheering because it was the end of the night and they had a good time. And it was over, it was time to go. Right? Too much cussing and song selection. Rise of Squares, Empire. Darty T said, oh, SouFLo come up with the answer there so fast. Yes, he assumed that they would let him go an extra few minutes. Sound crew and promoters said otherwise. That's what I saw. Because he was my trying to reason with them with the mic like this. Like, you gonna cut my mic? Just give me one more song. I think he said one more song, right? And then them said, no, can't be no more song. And him said, all right then. And he walked back and gave them the mic. He never dropped the mic. He never flinged down the mic. And there was no altercation backstage between Bounty Killer. Well, I wasn't backstage, so I don't know. But I've been told. There was no altercation backstage. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Morning, SouFLo.
Morning, family. What going on?
We're good.
Talk to you now.
You talk about the people that walking out from Bounty.
Yeah, I don't think they were walking out on Bounty. I think they were walking out because it was done.
Yeah, what I saw before the show, there were bloggers who had planned this before the show.
Plan what?
They had planned to walk out after Alka performed. And they did a show about it.
Yeah, but
and said what they were going to do, and said they were going to film the people walking out
and says
to show everybody afterwards.
Well, guess what? It was the end of the show.
I don't think that that's what happened.
It's not.
But they're going to post it as that because when I look at other bloggers, that's what they're posting.
Right. Right.
So they're making it look like that's what happened. But that's not what really happened.
Right. It was the end of the show.
And they're actually doing their show off of that.
Yeah.
Saying that they walked out on Bounty.
So they might build a platform at the destruction of somebody else or attempted to destroy somebody else.
They already have a platform. They already have... Like they have subscribers like you. They have a platform like you. They have a lot of people subscribe to them. And they actually did a show saying when Alka come on, we're gonna watch his show. After he finished, all of us are gonna walk out and we're gonna film it with the people walking out, and then we're gonna post it and show it afterwards.
Oh man, I tell you, I'm telling you, they were walking out.
Of course, I never subscribed to those bloggers. I just watch other bloggers and other creators to see what they're doing on their platform.
Yeah. But people love the negative, you know?
I don't necessarily subscribe to everybody.
But
I do watch and listen to hear what's going on and what people are saying.
People love the negative, though, because that sells. You know what I mean? If they woke up and said, Bounty had a good show and he closed the show and they cut his mic because it was the end and that was it, that sounds boring. What sounds more interesting is the boy, this Alkaline vendetta people, them did full up the place. So as soon as them start talk, them just walk out.
Yeah, because this is coming off of the issue with Bounty when he did the interview and talk about how them going at each other inbox and where Alka said to him about his mother.
Right.
So them are based it off of that.
Right. So it's a narrative. And them are built on the narrative.
They must say Bounty say anyway me book him.
Yeah,
he
must go defend that.
So the night of the show now, them did want to see Bounty confront him about what him did say.
But Bounty and Alkaline just performed the other day at one of them Caribbean island there, and nothing happened. So there is nothing going on.
When me did a watch, right after the Alka show, after Alka come off a stage, that TM blogger, because he had it live on his platform. And right after Alka performed, I think Shensia come on next. I want to see how them talk bad about Shensia. You know what them do? Them cut the video after Alka performed, and then they went back to the chat and start talk. It's like them not show you the rest of the show.
Okay.
Because they went live and everybody was watching it.
Okay.
And after Alka performed, then cut it and then go back in at the chat and then start talking about Alka and then talk bad about Shensia and everybody else. So to me, it's like me, I watch this and me, I say, well, some of these people aren't in music enthusiasts. They're just enthusiasts for their particular artist.
Yeah.
They're not there for the love of music. They're only there for that one artist.
Or they're pushing a narrative that sells. Not even necessarily there for the artist. They're pushing a narrative that sells. And the narrative that sells is there's beef and I'm on one side and bad things are happening to that boy there and that girl there. You know, them all them performance pop down. Them go big Barclays go flop, but my artist never flop. That sells. That sells a lot.
SouFlo, I did enjoy Elephant Man and his daughter. I did enjoy
one of his 20-something children.
Yes. A
32 picnic elephant man have.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yo.
So
sizzle.
Me enjoy Mr. Vegas.
Yes,
but you see how Mr. Vegas leave there so I go perform.
End up at Jamaica. Yeah. Mr. Vegas.
I get jacket put on.
And get jacket put on, my friend. Yeah, the people have a money out.
Nothing's gonna go on this weekend, you know.
Wait, now here the people have a money out. Mr. Vegas, one man says, so Vegas really got to take a jacket for the next man.
Yes,
somebody else say a pupina.
Yes,
somebody say a pupina. A pupina, a man sweat up shirt.
Yes, I'm proudly performing it.
The comments are hilarious.
Hey, if you watch it, in bow to the Andrew, let you know. In bow to him before he put on the jacket.
Oh wow. Wow.
Yes, sir.
The comments are hilarious. You see that kind of support. You see that kind of support that way Mr. Vegas give to Andrew Holness and the JLP is the same kind of support I was saying. People like Buju Banton and well, we can't say Mavado because Mavado hasn't been back to Jamaica in how long, and I don't know when legal issues is if he can even return until those are cleared up.
But says Spragga Benz don't like none of this.
Yeah, I see that.
He don't like that the musicians are picking political sides and are doing songs about it. What them are do
dub plates
and things.
Yeah, him saying no rate none of them because some pressing issues are at hand right now, and instead of that, a dub plate them a feature instead of featuring these pressing issues.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But
even Buju take a side and impose it.
Yeah, but Buju has a PNP for a long time, man. Remember, I know Buju aligned with the Maroons and Chief Curry.
Yeah, so we are seeing.
And did you see that? What's her name was in?
We are see the artists them know on which side them I take.
Yeah, but no, them said that long time though. Them did tell we that already.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we already knew a long time. Say, but if okay, so I'm an avid watcher of certain things, right? That's why I'm gonna watch like other bloggers. I don't want them style. And when you watch something, consciously or unconsciously, it start rub off on you in a way where you start to regurgitate things not knowing, or you might even deliver a piece with the mannerism of somebody else, not knowing. So
sometimes it might not be true.
So that's why, and sometimes it might not be true. That's why I don't watch them. Not because I don't want to support people, but because I try to keep myself authentically me. But I do follow certain artists when certain topics are being discussed. Like Spragga Benz speaking about the artist them and his displeasure, because Spragga is actually aligned with Chief Curry, the Maroons, and Akampong and Cockpit Country, which I've been pushing for a while. So is Buju.
Buju is an ambassador of Akampong.
Yes, Buju is a Maroon.
Yes, he's also an ambassador, you know.
Yes, I know that. So, don't you remember when Buju did the concert in New York, I believe it was, and then he brought out Chief Curry them, and
and then afterwards
he gifted them
$100 and something.
He gifted them $100 and something thousand. That was $100 and something thousand US.
Yes, and you notice after that concert, them start give Buju problem, and him did have to cut him in tour start.
Some of his venues were being cancelled.
Exactly.
Right.
And he got upset.
Yeah, but
yeah, I saw that.
I mean, Spragga Benz him entitled to how him want to feel. Not true, just like everybody else. Him like it or don't like it. It's happening. It's happening.
He have a side too.
Yeah, I know the first it happening. You know, it's happening before. The artists them a cut dub plate from before. This ain't the first election they did it. So I mean, what I'm saying is this: the artists them who support their side, JLP side, they show up there. The artists them who support PNP, the big name artists them, they're not showing up except for on social media. So if on the real, that is what I'm saying. Let me spell it out clear. So even if you, whatever you want to say, show up in person, because that would have been more important. This send a message from way down the road thing, it might not work.
That's true.
As much as they might not rate Mr. Vegas showing up to the JLP stuff, the amount of time that he has, and rocking with that crowd, the amount of time that he has, stuff like that might just be the antidote to win this election for the JLP side.
That might be. That's what I was
imagine if Buju Banton showed up in person out in those streets. Imagine if Mavado, who has not been to Jamaica in how long, if Mavado show up in Jamaica right now, house empty out. Me not ask nobody, me I tell you, because he hasn't been there in a while.
That Vegas did it.
If
we him do it. Because him leave from one one concert
and fly straight down.
Perform and go straight this up.
Because it's that important. That to show you how important it is to him. Him could have easily said, "Boy, I'm tired, you know, because I just don't do a big show in New York, me have to rest."
But me feel like say Mr. Vega smart.
Right.
Because sometimes it's not what you know, it's who you know. It's who you have in your pocket.
Well, it's all that too. It's all that too. It's all an alignment.
Because it's all some of it is a part of business.
Yeah, big up to Billy Man. Billy Man did show up for the PNP and perform and everything. QQ did as well. But may I look for the big name them like the Buju Banton and the Vibes Cartel and the Bounty and you know them kind of name there to show up and but they're not showing up out there in person. So
well, speaking of Bounty, we feel like this. All the people them will feel like say the people them walk out from Bounty and this and that. Me I look on it different. Them demand there, whatever beef them have, them out there make them money.
Yeah.
So whatever you want to say, you can say. Because at the end of the night, when them cut off the mic from Bounty, or you say they walk out on him already have him bag.
Him already get a hefty check for perform that night. So mic cut or no mic cut.
Exactly.
Yeah, he probably got. All right, thank you. Yeah, so somebody said Marie sound loud like loud like a factory. That's Marie's message. 411 TV, my fellow content creator on YouTube here. If you see her in the chat, just click her name, go over to her channel, subscribe and resonate with her content. Keep the love in the family. Yes, Beanie Man did show up. QQ show up. There are others that have showed up. Vibes Cartel showed up one time at one of the rallies, but the one time that he showed up, he said, you know, him take it back. Him basically say him show up because of Isaac, who is the man that helped him to get free. But you don't know which part him think they already. As like everybody knows him a PNP him say already. But I don't think that's enough. You know what I mean? Honestly speaking, going into this election, the election is close. One day you have the polls saying the JLP is definitely ahead. And then you have the polls a couple days later saying the PNP has managed to catch up to the JLP and has slightly passed them. Then you have what I know is this: Popcorn show up. What I know is this: if they really want to win this election, both sides, their people are going to have to show up, and show out. Jamaicans are known for showing up when the festivities are on. They're known for showing up to the prayer meetings. Because them have a prayer meeting, you know. That's why I know it's a church mixed with politics, which shouldn't be that way. But them have prayer meetings. Them make sure them show up to them there. Them have cookout and party a road. Them make sure them show up to those. Them have concerts, festivals, and whatever else. Them make sure them show up to those. And then come the 3rd of September, when it's time to go vote. That's a somber moment. There's nobody outside partying. Again, is you go in, you cast your vote, you come out, right? In an orderly fashion. Nobody no show up. No excitement there, them no show up. And that's the thing. That's where it gets sticky. So, if people, remember, I predict this already, right? So I'm not going to walk my words back. I'm going to stand on what I said. And then on September 4th, we will know if I was wrong or not. The whole heap of people will tell me, say, SouFlo, you go wrong. You will see. Okay. We will see. Just remember to gather here on September 4th, though. All right. Let me clarify and say it again. I believe that JLP is going to win this election and Andrew Holness is going to get a 3rd term. If I am to vote in this election, my side is the People's National Party. I do believe it is time for a change. However, the way how me see, hold on the caller, give me 1 second, let me finish this. The way how I see the JLP rollout and the kind of loyalty that I see the JLP supporters have to Andrew Holness, it's telling me that they are going to go to the polls and they're going to vote for him regardless. They are the kind of people who are like Donald Trump supporters. They're like, is his name in the Epstein files? I don't give a damn. I'm still voting for him regardless. Did he cut off your... I don't care what he cut off. He could cut my legs off. I'm voting for him regardless. That's the kind of supporters he has. Nobody now said Andrew did nothing wrong. Even when Mark said, well, here's my birth certificate. I can prove that I was I was born here, but can you prove that your certification from the IC Integrity Commission, right? Assets. When you tell them people that say, yo, it's like 400 or something $1 million that's floating through his accounts, that they believe he got this from unscrupulous donors and this is illicit enrichment. Me not care. Everybody a chop around here. Everybody is a chop around here. Mark him just a complain because him not get team chance to go in there to go rob the country yet. I throw Andrew in there, I eat a food. Me a vote for him same way. That's where they're at with it. That's where they're at with it. So I'm predicting that if that's the only way that the People's National Party will be able to win this election is if they turn out in numbers never seen before at the polls. When I talk about in the street, get up, because that no win election. I'm not talking about on the internet beating up your thumbs on your little phone screen. So, suck your mother and yeah, shower me say. No, F shower. This me say. That orange heart, orange heart, orange heart. That ain't gonna win the election. They're gonna have to show up at the polls and vote. People who never vote before have to go vote. If it don't happen, they're gonna win again, and Andrew will have his third term. That's my prediction. On the 4th, we will see if I was right or not. And the only way they're gonna win again is if PNP turn out in record numbers. Caller, feel free to call back now. We just have to get that out so I don't lose track. But feel free to call back now. I appreciate you calling in. I'll let them treat them like shit, like how them treat Auntie Donna. Them still a rep for him. Audrey, yes, yes. They don't care. Them not care if the road them pop down in their constituency. And like Mervyn said, the donkey them have to tiptoe around that. So them no business. Them not care if land. They don't care if the land slide where come catch the road slide where gone, and them have to traverse through bushes and cross rivers to get to where they're going daily. Them picnic them have to still roll up pants foot and cross river. They don't business. They're voting for him. That's not a good look, but it's a good look for him. The video I did the other morning, live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Hi, SouFLo. Nisha here.
Hey, Nisha, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. And you?
I'm good, family. Talk to me now. What go on?
Yeah. So, what my little thing with me I try to ask you? You know, you always take Thursday off. Oh, that I go.
Boy, I have to go there.
All right, that's no I know.
Because I usually flip-flop it Wednesday or Thursday, you know, depending on what's going on. But this Thursday, I have to go there.
But Thursday election day, so you have to day after Thursday too.
Thursday election day.
Thursday, no. So Wednesday election
Wednesday election day, Thursday are the results.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we have to there for the 2 days.
Yeah, because we have to there, I feel like, remind the people them to get up and go. Yeah, man. No days off it look like.
All right, then.
All right.
None this week.
No. If I even feel an hour, because we can't cut off this week.
We can't miss Thursday.
No.
SouFLo. All right, let's talk about the what the people that will vote Friday. Police and soldiers. Last election that was 38% or just about 30-something%. This election is over 50%.
Right.
So what's that predicting?
But that not say nothing to me, because me don't know who they vote for.
But when there is a higher voter turnout, it's always to vote out. Yeah, never to vote in. Because then it would be
so you understand. So you understand now what I'm saying then. You hear what you just said? You just said when there's a higher voter turnout, it's always to vote out, never to vote in. If you flip that around, right, that the People's National Party is going to need that to work in their favor.
Yeah, but that's exactly what I'm saying. Because if the percentage is more, yeah, in terms of voters, yeah, then you're getting more people voting against the present government.
But it's unpredictable though, Nisha. It's unpredictable.
It is in a sense. I do agree with you.
It's very
but
unpredictable.
But just feel like say yeah.
You just want to stay hopeful
to the PNP have the one. Listen, the PNP have the one here. Me I trust God. The people them say Andrew is a wicked and tired. We are foreign tired. And they say the man say we not live there. We not come from Bode.
Me and Dorothy.
The man give him a birthright to royalty.
Me and Dorothy are straight out of my boy the playbook that you know. You know who me no want to say them name too much around here. You know? Yeah, straight out of my boy the playbook him use that.
Mr. No sir, Andrew don't say something. But let's see. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, all right.
Carry the PNP for that one, yeah.
All right.
As you me say.
All right then.
You understand? My main reason of calling was for just confirm so we get a show Thursday.
Yes, for there. God's spirit life for there.
Cool. Better yourself.
All right, man.
All right then. So all right, good one. Bye bye.
Me and Dorothy T in the same boat. Hold on there. What she say? If Andrew win, they're gonna need the day off the ball. Wait, the reggae girl said, SouFlo, you didn't hear about the airport block off yesterday with the amount of people coming in to vote him out. SouFlo, check the facts. Me not, that don't mean nothing to me. The amount of people coming in can, you don't understand this, the amount of people who are coming in can go both ways. Did they fly in orange? Did they fly in orange, waving the orange flag, saying time come? They might very well be coming in to vote JLP. Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
Morning, SouFlo. Morning.
Morning, family. How you doing?
Morning, family. I'm good. You know, my take on this thing is the only way he wins if they steal the election.
And that is another thing that I was saying, and I said it before, so I have to stand on it.
On Friday, most of those military people didn't get to vote because you know the Carter then draw a bomb threat. Them draw a bomb threat. Most of the policemen them and the military did not get to go to the poll. And you know what they do? They change up the people them polling location. People who live in St. James are supposed to come at Kingston. When they come at Kingston, they hear say St. James them forgot.
That's crazy.
They confuse the electoral system, which never happened. And that's what they're doing. They're making chaos for the election.
Damn. And I saw it too.
Why
I saw
would you
the
want a
bomb threat.
government like this? The man changed, the man make, you see the man that was in charge of the EOJ? Trust me, he's supposed to be investigated.
Yeah.
Yes? You have 5 years to make this system work. And in the very last minute, people polling stations have been just changed just like that without even the People's National Party knowing about all of this.
Now, the people can't be discouraged in these moments. You understand? The people have to understand, though. See, this is why you need advocates right now, because the people have to understand that this is another trying thing that's happening, and they have to traverse.
But it's against the Constitution, though, SouFlo, because both parties have to stand off when you change in the polling locations.
Yeah, but
you just don't change it like that.
But is arguing that going to change anything, though?
No, I'm not saying it's going to change. I'm just showing all the nastiness of the politics that they are playing.
Yes, we know that. We know that. That's why I'm saying it is important for the people to understand and the advocates to let the people understand on all these platforms that, listen, these nasty, dirty games are being played, but it's up to the people. So now is a time for people to who own a Pro Box. pack up 12, 20 people in it and go vote. If you go to Kingston.
But also, when your location in a St. James and when you show up to vote, them I tell you Kingston, or you go jump in a pro box and get there to vote.
Do it. What do you mean how? Do it. Understand that it's something
brings a lot of frustration on the people themselves.
Well, we can't. What are the alternatives then, friend?
The school have to work. It's just a whole other thing.
What are the alternatives then?
We have to vote.
Okay, so what are the alternatives? There's going to be frustration. That's exactly what they designed those things to do, to frustrate you into not voting. You're going to work around all of that and still go vote regardless.
Because all of a sudden there's a bomb threat. A bomb threat just so from a God, middle country job.
Lord God, all right. Yeah, we know so the work come first. See, SouFLo, understand your reasoning, but at the end of the day, you will recognize that Jamaica is a PNP country. Recognize. Well, we're gonna have to see that, right? If Andrew win, I'm gonna need Dorothy T say if Andrew win, I'm gonna need time off the ball. Me and you both, but we're still gonna be Jamaican, and we still have to deal with him having a third term, which I don't want, and I don't think he should get one. I think it's time for change. Make that clear again. But if he does win, I saw democracy go, and somebody have to win and somebody have to lose, right? Grace and Favor says they have a dunce mentality and they see the corruption in their eyes and still vote for them. That's why education is always key. You know, for these people, I don't even think it's education. I think they've picked a side. And I think they have accepted corruption. Like in Jamaica, it's okay for my politician to be corrupted, just not the youth them were living in the community. My politician, the leader of my constituency, him can chop a line. Him can be into scamming. Him can thief for the people them money that was supposed to fix the road and run the pipe them through the community so everybody get water. Him can thief for all that and go build him big house with him X6 and him X7 and the Benz and the this and the that. Him can do that and it's fine because he's supposed to do that. But the youth them will do it. We're tired of them, man. Them make we look bad. We don't want no chopper in the community. We don't want no scam around you. You understand? It is like, as long as it's who they want to be corrupted, being corrupted, them fine with it. So Andrew, looking like he is corrupted, come here, I say looking like, you know, come I don't want him come send him lawyer them after me, you know. So I have to speak in a proper context. Looking like he's corrupted because that's what the IC says. The Integrity Commission said they cannot certify him because they have reason to believe, because of the activities that they've seen and questions unanswered that he's supposed to answer or show proof for, he's unable to do so. So they cannot say yes or no if our prime minister is involved in illicit enrichment. Therefore, they're sending him to that other entity for thorough investigation. FID, babe. Thank you. Baby, up. You're starving? Eat meat. For proper investigation. Now when they just come out. Yeah, so that's right there. We just feel like they talk about plane are flying with people, the plane they are flying with both JLP and PNP. You hear me? Yeah. We have people from here, from this family whose names would be in green, who their yard right now, ready to vote. They flew down just for that. But it's the same way the other side of fly too. Super Toy said, why other vloggers talking about Mavado lock up in Jamaica? These people talk pure lies just to get views. Well, you know, Super Toy, not only do they talk pure lies just to get views, people support them lying, just like how they support their thieving politicians. and the platforms grow. The platforms grow. I just... Eh? Yes, me go get into that too. Yeah. You know, they support them platform that will tell lie, just like how them support the politician them will tell lie, brother. they know it's a lie and they still go back. We've had this discussion before. Come and say, if you don't like the lie, you just don't go to the platform. But let me show you how they'll flip it on you. They'll be like, move on, go ahead through the youth and get views and likes. And you know, and get none. I through the platform and grow. So you want the man fit. All I was saying to the people was, go where truth is being told. And once you could figure out that there's a bag of lie over here, so this is the second lie, this is the third lie, this is the fourth lie, why are you going back? You not only go back, you hit subscribe. You hit notify me. You know what I mean? Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning. All right. Wee. What was that? If you're somebody that call in all the time, you should know, don't call in on speaker, Bluetooth. Get ready, man. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Yo, SouFLo, morning.
Morning, brother. What going?
Yeah, hear this?
Yeah.
One, we are dropping at the back. One, we get both them out. Here, both them out.
Me hear you.
But let me show you some.
But why you have a speaker again though? All the time when you call in. Speaker or Bluetooth to the pan, bro. Can you echo like
I'm going to left and get up from there.
like are you alone in the dark room?
Yeah. So now get up from there. All right, what on then?
Yeah, if you can fix it or something like that, I can't hear you.
So I say no, SouFLo.
See it there.
Me hear what you're saying now. Because when you find your SouFLo, you see the people them also the Andrew push down. Me see Andrew go check the lady. And the woman will also Andrew push them Andrew hook them.
When the house went bulldoze. All right.
The lady over Andrew and say, Andrew, you are the best prime minister, and you just pushed down the house.
She bulldoze, Andrew bulldoze her house and she go hug him up. And the woman, she have on green too.
Yeah.
Yeah, me see her. So you see what me I said though?
You understand what you said, Buju.
All right.
Them people, let me tell you something. Most of the Jamaican people, them are selfish, brethren.
John no star.
Them and shell out.
John no star. Well, no, I hear what the brother saying now. The brother, remember the other day when Andrew Holness ordered a whole section of houses, bulldoze, flat, pull, pop them down. One of the women them who house get bulldozed down, the brother said she showed up in green. And she run, go hug him up. Me see the woman hug him up, me never did hear what she said. Him said the woman said, Andrew, you're the best prime minister ever. And you bulldoze down my house. And you put down my house. But me I vote for you same way.
You know, some mad people them there. So
mad rascal people them, but it will work to your advantage if People's National Party, people them don't go out in record numbers to vote.
All right. So this one part right now in a Trelawney.
Sutherland is not, she get a better house. And the young lady whose house did get bulldozed down. Remember, I know, in bulldozed down, one whole community of houses, you know. I uncle about 2 people out of the community to get back a house. Everybody else, gone. See? So it's not like he bulldozed down the houses and replaced them with better houses. No, as far as better house go, the young lady house did bigger and better than the house that she got back. But all right. Yeah, the young lady house did bigger and better what she did have before. We saw the house before. It was a big house. It was a nice house, a concrete house. The little house where him build up, clap up house where him build up, get the girl, like one way in, one way out kind of house. It wasn't a better house, fam. It wasn't. Original Youth says, SouFLo, your platform is not considered as political bias. This morning, my reading of the chat has convinced me PNP will win. Remember, me said that. All right. Because you think the chatter go vote. Because you think the chatter go be the result of the election. I may try to tell you, say, what you see at airport, planes unloading, please remember that Those people are coming off the plane. Most of them not going to vote, and those who are going to vote could vote either way. Just, you know, common sense thinking. If you see a lot of PNP attributes in the comments, it doesn't mean that the election is going to. It doesn't mean the election is going to. Now we're cut off. I can't stand the internet, I see, man. Beer problem, the internet again, you know. Yeah, I'm still here. I'm still here. Anytime it starts sticking and stucking, I will stop talking until it level back out again. All right, so you didn't miss anything. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning, SouFLo. How are you?
I'm good, family. How you doing?
I'm great, man.
Talk to me now. What's up?
Yeah, I remember living in Jamaica, right?
Mm-hmm.
My mom worked for Michael Manley.
Mm-hmm.
When election day comes, she vote Labour right.
Okay, so she worked for PNP, head of PNP, but when election day comes, she voted for the other side.
That's exactly what she do. Okay.
Was she from a community that was predominantly JLP?
Yes. Her father was JLP.
There you have
and
it.
She acted like she was a PNP.
For work.
Yes.
Right. So you see what I'm saying?
All this time, Manley thought she was a diehard PNP, and when election come, she vote Labour right.
So she helped frig up the place. Dirty T say your mother is a hypocrite. You come out the man, mother.
Yes, that's how Jamaica are.
Yeah, yeah. So we don't know. We don't. This thing can go either.